We'll start standing up, and then we'll go down to the floor, and that'll be the part y'all love, right? But you can see me, right? Okay. All right. Inhale your arms up. We're just gonna inhale up. Exhale down. This is so fun, she says. It's going down. If you can't touch the floor, put your hands on your thighs or your shins. Good girl. Inhale back up. We'll just inhale up and exhale forward fold. Touch the floor. Inhale up to flat back and stretch the crown of your head towards me. And lower back to the floor. Bend your knees slightly and just roll back up. Give me one more inhale in. And exhale, forward fold. Come up to flat back, reaching your crown of your head towards me. And lower back down to the floor. Just let your head hang heavy. Just let the backs of your legs open up and stretch out. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands out into a down dog. So you're making a tent with your body. And we're just pressing through those shoulders, pressing through the palms of your hands, getting your ears by your biceps. And we're just going to stretch out, elongate that spine, pressing through those shoulders. And pressing back, letting your booty come up to the ceiling. Let's walk the dog. Go ahead and bend one knee and straighten the other. And switch. And just kind of take it at your own pace. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale. We're just elongating one leg at a time, pressing that heel towards the ground. And one last press. Now press both heels into the ground, trying to get those legs as straight as possible. From here, I want you to lower your hips into plank. Keeping that belly button sucked into your spine. Press back into down dog, raising those hips towards the ceiling. And lower back into plank. Keeping that body as straight as possible. And press back into down dog. Now we're going to lower into plank one more time. And I want you to lower yourself all the way to the floor. You can put your knees down first if you need to. I don't even know what she said, but it made me laugh. I'm on the floor. I'm laying on the floor. So lay your belly on the floor. I don't even see her. I see the ceiling. Okay, yes, everything's on the ground. I'm just putting my elbows on the ground and lifting my back up.
Okay, well, I'm on my knees, honey.
Okay, well, lay on your floor. Lay down on the floor. Like you're going to take a nap. Let's lay on the floor.
Okay, so my chest is, like your chest is touching.
My chest is touching. I'm laying on the floor. I'm pretending like I'm taking a nap. Lay down.
I'm with you now, okay.
Okay, now put your elbows under your shoulders and lift your chest off the ground, reaching the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Can you see me? Hold on. Okay, stay there. I'm going to turn my light back on. I think she can't see. You're supposed to stretch the crown of your head towards the ceiling. So not crunch your back, but stretch. Now, lower back down to the floor like you're taking a nap. This is so fun. All right, we're coming back up to cobra again. Press up again, stretching the crown of your head. You can go a little higher if you want to, or just stay in that baby cobra. I knew this was going to be fun, Jill.
Well, it's just mother doesn't quite understand.
Lower back down. Turn your head to the other side. Press up one more time. And lower back down. Now, we're going to push back into child's pose. So curl your toes under, push back into your knees, and sit your booty on your heels. Okay, reach your hands out way far in front of you, elongating that spine. I know, her little head just pops up. She's like whack-a-mole. Oh, and there's Dixie. All right, stretch it back. Sorry, we've lost all control. All right, come up to those knees. We're coming up to all fours, so be in a tabletop position. Okay, Dixie will be good at this, all fours. I'm going to turn this down just a second. Okay, all fours. We're going to go into a scared cat and cow. So you're just going to arch your back up towards the ceiling like you're a scared cat and blow out all the air. And then you're going to let your belly sag down and reach the crown of your head towards the ceiling and inhale. And then let's exhale into scared cat. And inhale to cow. And exhale to cat.
I don't get the cow. Why is it cow?
I don't. Inhale to cow. I think because, you know, cows have saggy backs and they let their bellies hang down and they kind of look like this. And inhale to exhale to cat. And come back to neutral spine. Okay, from here, I want you to take your opposite arm and your opposite leg. So I'm going to do my right arm, left leg, and they're touching the floor in front of me and behind me. I don't know if you can see my leg there. Okay, and all we're doing is lifting up to shoulder and hip height and lowering back down. And lift. Keep that belly button sucked into your spine and lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Give me one more just like that. Lift. And lower. Switch sides. Left arm, right leg. We're gonna lift. And lower. You don't really want your back to arch. You just want to be straight in line. And lower. Lift. And lower. I know you do. 2 more. Lift. And lower. Hence the reason we're doing this. I'm trying to get you started. 1 more. Lift. And lower. All right, come back to all fours and push back into child's pose again. Should we call him and tell him? Oh, I forgot about him. Terry Lindholm? Wherever he is. Okay. Press your hands into the floor. And we're just going to push up onto our knees and press weight onto our hands. You're going to kind of stretching out your wrists. And then you lower back down. Okay, put your hands in front of you like you're going to go on all fours, like you're a puppy. You're sitting on your heels. And your hands are in front of you, and you're just gonna push up, stretch out your wrists, and come back down. And press.
You're stretching your wrist.
Yes, I'm stretching my wrists. And release. And press up. And release. Now turn the palms of your hands over. And this right here may be a good enough stretch, right? You may not need to push onto it at all. Okay? And this, I'm actually getting a good stretch, just pressing my wrists forward, turning those elbows forward. Well, your elbow armpits. Don't press so hard. It should be very gentle. Okay, then sit back farther on your heels. Okay. Don't hurt yourself, Mom. You've got to be gentle with yoga. All right. Shake your wrists out. Okay, we're going to press into down dog again. This is not the normal, typical class, but this is way more fun. We're going to come up into down dog. You're going to press through those shoulders. Get those ears by your biceps. What?
You usually have people that mind you and listen to you.
They do, and I mute them so they can't talk, but I wanted us to be able to talk.
Oh, good.
I thought we were muted at first.
Well, we could be, but, you know, this is just way more fun. All right, take that right leg up to the ceiling. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Bring that leg through into a low lunge. So I want you to focus on getting your foot up by your wrist. So I don't want your knee this way. You need to have your knee back over your ankle. If you need to put your back knee down and pull your foot forward, you can do that. Because we don't see how my back knees, I know it's hard. I need to not wear black. I need to wear white so you can see me better.
That's good, yeah.
I normally do wear colors. I think I remember this, but anyway, okay. So we're here. Take that right arm and stretch towards your right leg. We're going to do a little spinal twist. Gently, mother. Don't hurt yourself. Did you say a pretzel?
Is the knee over the ankle?
Yeah, the knee's over the ankle. And your back knee can be down if that's too much.
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right, bring that hand back down to the floor and just press into that hip flexor. Get a nice stretch there. From here, I want you to turn your back foot out, like parallel to the back of your mat. And we're going to come up to a low lunge. There you go. Take those arms straight up overhead. There you go. I love it. And then I'm going to turn my back to you, but we're going to go into a warrior two. So you're going to, like you're in between two panes of glass and you're sucking it all in and your arms are out long and you're pressing into that front foot, that front heel. I think we're good. Now take your front arm over the bent leg and put your elbow on it and reach forward. Really elongating that side. Very nice. And come back up into warrior two. We're going to turn our back foot in again and come back down to the ground. And then we're going to step back to down dog. Press back, pressing through those shoulders. Take a couple of breaths here. Just inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Really making room in your spine and the back of your legs. And let's take our other leg up to the ceiling. It'll be my left leg. Or should be your left leg, actually. I'm opposite. And take a breath and bring that foot forward. You want it up by your hands. If it's too much, remember you can always come down on that back knee. But we're here in our stretch. I want you to take that left arm and reach it up to the ceiling, doing a nice spinal twist. They say anytime you twist, it's really good for digestion. Right? I'm like, we all need a little help there. And lower that hand back down to the floor. And we're going to let that back foot fall over. And we're going to come on up to low warrior one. Pressing into it. I see my mom's arm flip up every once in a while. I'm like, okay, she's good. Warrior one. And then we're going to lower into warrior two, like you're between those two panes of glass. So you suck that booty under, tummy in, arms out long, shoulders out of your ears. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Take that front arm down to your knee and reach that arm all the way over your head. Being careful to keep that shoulder out of your ear. They don't like to be together as much as we think they do. And just stretch, elongate towards the corner of the room. Do what? Well, you don't want it up here. You want to lower it down, like you're relaxed. Well, like, don't be like this. Lower it down like this. See, not this, this. This. I just don't want you to have a stressed out shoulder. I want you to relax it. Okay. Now that I've gotten a good shoulder workout, let's come back down to the floor. Lower into that lunge. And press back into down dog. Oh, that feels good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From here, I just want you to walk your hands back towards your feet. And you're going to come into a forward head, hang heavy. Bend your knees slightly and just roll up one vertebrae at a time. Making sure the chin is the last thing to come up. And now we're going to work on a little balance. Roll those shoulders back. And we're going to try some balance exercises. Did Mom make it off the floor? There she is. Okay. She made it off the floor. We're good. All right, so we're well, I couldn't see you. I don't know. All right, so take one foot, take your right foot, and just put your toe on the ground and put your heel on your ankle, like right above your ankle bone. So we're going to come into tree, but this is how you start. Like I just want you to keep that balance right there. So you have like a little kickstand, right? And then pull it a little farther up. Go to your shin, like your calf muscle. Keeping everything tight, focused on one thing that's not moving, so it's probably not me. If you can, go ahead and pull that leg all the way up into your inner thigh. You never want it on your knee, because the knee has enough pressure, we don't need to add to it. If you want to, you can stay anywhere along that path, okay? If you need that toe down to tap every once in a while, that's fine. Take those hands and raise them to the sky. Our branches of our tree just growing tall. I really do think I should be a yoga teacher. I could say all kinds of dumb stuff. It would be awesome. Oh, so take a deep breath while you're here and let your branches wave. I can't wave, my light gets in the way. And lower those hands back down. I want you to turn, wherever your leg is, I want you to turn your knee forward towards me. Okay? And I want you to grab your thigh, and I just want you to take your leg out straight. I don't care if it's down here or up here, but I want you to take your leg out straight, okay?
Holding it.
Holding it. Keep that tummy tight. If you can, have it higher because it's a better stretch. But really, we're just focused on balance, not if we can touch our nose with our knee. All right, release. And let go. I feel like Jill's done ballet. All right, we're gonna switch sides. Your little arms are so graceful, they're perfect. All right, so, see, she said, I got this. I'm gonna do a new career. on what she learned today later. All right, let's go left leg. Go ahead and keep that kickstand if you need the kickstand, right? You lift your toe, you lower your toe. You lift your toe, you lower your toe. So if you're like a little unbalancy, that's how you start. If you can't, bring it up to your calf. Be sure to keep that belly button sucked in. I liken it to when you have too skinny of pants and you have to lay on the bed to zip them up. Do that all day long. I'm zipping up my pants, I'm keeping it all in, okay? If you can, bring that leg up to your inner thigh and raise those arms to the ceiling. Those branches, make them long and lovely. Take some breaths here. Just inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring those arms back down. And turn that leg in towards me. So your knee is facing the front, and all you're going to do is hold on under that thigh and straighten that knee. Okay, if it's down here, really I just want you to focus on getting that straight, okay? If it can touch your nose, I mean, more power to you, get it up there, but it's not me. Maybe back in the day. And breathe. All right, I want you to let go and hold it. Really tighten those tummy muscles and lower it back down. All right, take those legs wide. We're going to have our toes pointed forward. And all we're going to do is fold forward. Very slowly, just flat back all the way till your hands touch your shins or the ground. And we're just stretching out the back of those legs. Okay. Someone's playing downstairs. It's making me laugh. Yeah, they're on that electric piano, Mom.
Oh, yes.
Let that head relax. Just shake it no. And then shake it yes. Then I want you to walk your hands over to your right foot and really get a good stretch down the back of that right leg. Keep breathing. Let's walk those hands to the other side. And get a good stretch on the other leg, your left leg. Pressing through those hips, keeping those feet grounded and just feeling weight all through your foot, not necessarily in the front or the back. And walk back to the center. I want you to grab your elbows and we're just going to gently rock. Bend your knees a little bit if this is too intense. But we're just rocking side to side, and we're starting to come up a little bit higher every time. Lift into the middle, and up. And we're about to circle all the way around. So make a big circle, up, 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 and all the way back down to the ground. And do that one more time, circle. And back down. And then we're going to go the other way. Circle up. Good for the core strength, right? Really using all those muscles in your posterior chain. Lower it back down and bring those hands to the floor. And I want you to bend your knees and turn your toes out like a little frog. Okay? From here we're going to come into a catcher's stretch. So you bend those knees, you put your elbows kind of by your knees so you can press them open. And you just press down into that, getting that hip mobility going again. If this is ever too intense, you can always put your hands down. I want you to focus on keeping your chest up, but you can put your hands down. You don't have to be as low, right? But I want you to go as low as you can go, keeping those knees open. Just like, this is why I'd never be a baseball catcher, because I couldn't do the catcher's pose all day long. I mean, I guess if they paid me millions, maybe I could, but. All right.
Then you can take care of your mother.
Right, I can teach her yoga every day and laugh all day long. All right, take those hands down to the ground, turn those toes forward, and stretch those legs out again. All right, I want to walk your feet together. And then we're just going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Just roll, 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 roll. And roll those shoulders back. Really get a good stretch. Let's do, take your head to the right and just press gently, just to get a good neck stretch. Don't press hard, you don't want to hurt it. And go very gentle. And go and drop your hand. Tilt your chin up towards the ceiling. And then tilt it back towards the ground. And then come back to center. And go to the other side. Give it a nice little stretch. I always want to be very gentle with the neck and the back. You always want to protect these things. They're very delicate, right? All right, hand down. Look up towards the ceiling. And look down towards the floor. That one always feels really good to me. And come back to the center. Roll those shoulders again. All right, we're going to take it down to the floor. So I want you to practice this week. We're going to try getting down to the floor and back up without using our hands. Today we may have to use our hands, but I want you to sit back like you're sitting in a chair, and we're just going to roll onto our hips. Some days may be better than others. Some days you may just fall over, and that's okay. Just make sure you're not on concrete, right? All right. From here, let's take those feet together. We'll start a little gentle. Put the soles here. Give me a little butterfly action. Here we go. I want you to pull on your ankles towards you and just flat back as far over as you can without rounding your back. Reaching the crown of your head like toward the corner of your room. Just stretch. You should feel a nice stretch in your legs and your hips. And just breathe. Don't hold your breath. It never works out well. Inhale. And exhale. And let's go ahead and sit up tall, stretching, lengthening that spine. And I want you to take one leg over the other one. If this is too much, you can always straighten out that bottom leg. But if you can, keep them both bent. Then we're going to do another spinal twist. So you're going to take that arm and hug that leg to you. Yep. We're just twisting. You should feel a nice stretch in that hip of the knee that you're hugging. I always tell the girls, we need more hugs in the world, so you got to hug yourself sometimes. All right, let's switch sides. Unwind. And hugs. Other leg. Yep, unwind, go to the other side. I just kind of didn't do anything fancy. I just kicked my legs around. We could have done something fancy, but I thought we might get confused, so I didn't. All right, release. And let's take those legs straight out in front of us. And we're going to raise our hands up to the ceiling and reach and fold forward. Try to keep that spine as long as you can, keeping those legs straight. If you can only go this far, only go this far. If you can put your nose to your knees, then yay, that's really good. I wish I could. But we're just stretching, getting a good long stretch. Take a good inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And roll that body up. And let's go ahead and lay down on one side. And you're going to keep your knees bent. I got to move my handy dandy mic pack here. Okay, we're going to lay down, and I hope you guys can see this. My arm is like at a 90-degree angle from my shoulder, and all we're going to do is lower that arm to the ground. I do see you. I'm holding my phone. We got to find you a tripod. So anyway, we're taking our arm and we're just lowering it to the ground. You should feel a good stretch in your shoulder. Uh-oh, did you have, uh-oh.
Cancel.
Oh, good. You can't hear me? Hold on. Okay. Let's see, my mic may have stopped. Let's go. Okay, I'm changing out mics. Can you hear me again? Okay. I think my mic may have run out of juice. So I'm taking it off. I know, well, and I can hear you guys just fine. I heard you talking about me, Mother. Just kidding. Okay. I'm turning this off. Okay. It doesn't look like it ran out of juice, but maybe. You never know. All right, so we're on the floor. We're laying on the floor. All right. All you're doing is taking that arm at a 90-degree angle. I may have unplugged something, but okay. And then we're just going to lower our hand towards the floor. It may or may not touch. Can you not hear me? Can you hear me now? What? Oh, I just hold it like I'm just holding it up by itself. I'm using my neck muscles. It'll help us with wrinkles later. Just use your neck muscles. So basically, you're just lowering that arm down towards the floor. All right, you're here. So make your little goal post. And then you lower it down. Okay, we're going to raise it up. And let's go to the other side. So the arm that's on the ground is like a little goal post.
Mom, how do I get that napkin?
I don't know. Why?
Because this thing is going.
Okay, go get a paper towel. Okay. From here, you're just going to take that bottom arm and you're going to lower it towards the floor. My arm doesn't go very far. I'm so not shoulder savvy. And then raise it back up. And I want you to roll onto your belly. From here, stick one arm out straight. Like just straight from your shoulder. You're going to press with this other hand. You're going to gently twist and let your leg fall back behind you. And you should feel a really good stretch in your shoulder.
Wait a minute, I lost you.
You lost me? Your arm's out, your belly's on the floor. Your opposite leg is just going to bend and go across your body. Well, she's going to try that. You don't want to hurt yourself. It's a very gentle twist. If your leg doesn't touch the ground, it's fine. And then we're going to roll back to the center and switch sides. So take that other arm out straight, and we're going to press this way. I like to go this way better because I can see you guys. I'm just pressing into that shoulder. This is my favorite stretch right now, I think. Kind of gets my back and my shoulder. It's lovely. And come back to center. And I'm going to show you this sitting up, but we're going to lay on our back. So look at me real quick. So when we're on the floor, we're going to lay down with our hands over our head. And all we're going to do is move our arms into a goalpost position, rotate our hands into a scarecrow position, and then lower our hands towards our hips. But we do this while we're laying on the floor. So I just wanted to show you. So we go scarecrow, goalpost, straight. Goalpost, scarecrow, straight. Okay? But I'll call it out. I just wanted you to see what it's going to look like. All right, so we lay down, hands over your head. There you go. And you can let your back come up off the floor. I like to keep it pushed down, but this is when you're just stretching. So lower those arms into your goalpost. Try to keep the backs of your hands on the floor. Now rotate those arms over to scarecrow. Put the palms of your hands down and reach towards your hips. Now crow. Rotate up and over into goalpost. And reach those arms up over your head. Come back into goalpost, keeping the backs of those hands on the floor. Now rotate them over, put the palms on the floor. And reach down towards your hips. And come back into scarecrow. Rotate them over. And reach high above that head. All right, bring one leg into your chest. And we're going to stretch out, and then I'm going to let us relax, and then we'll be done. All right, I want you to take that leg across your body and get another spinal twist, keeping your shoulders on the ground. The same leg that's coming across, that arm stays on the floor. This is when Jill has really good flexibility. I always want my leg to touch, and it never does. I must not do it often enough. All right, bring that knee back into your chest. And then just rotate your hip around in a circle a couple of times. Just roll it around, knee bent. And then we'll lower that leg back down to the ground. Bring your other knee into your chest. And pull it to one side. And do your spinal twist. Keeping both shoulders on the ground. Really just relaxing into that stretch. Taking deep breaths. And pull that knee back into your chest. And we're just going to let that hip socket rotate a few times. Roll it out and bring it back in. Roll it out and back in. And then just lower both legs to the ground. And put your hands by your hips, palms facing up. Relax your shoulders. If this hurts your back at all, you can bend your knees and put your feet by your hips. If it doesn't, go ahead and just take up all the space on the floor. I really want you to focus on your breathing. Just inhale and exhale. Relax your shoulders. Let your body just melt into the floor. Let it go heavy. Inhale and exhale. Relax your jaw. Relax that little crinkle in your forehead. Inhale and exhale. We're just going to take a minute here and just breathe. Really focus on being present right where you are. Find those little things to be grateful for, and as you inhale, give that thankfulness. As you exhale, let out all the negativity. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale.
And what are you doing, Andy? I missed it.
You're supposed to just be inhaling and exhaling.
Huh?
Just breathe. Just keep inhale and exhale. We're here for 30 more seconds. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your ankles and your wrists. Stretch those arms way up over your head. Reach those feet out long. Give me a good morning stretch. And roll to one side, bending those knees in. Take another deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And press yourself up to seated. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And bring those hands to heart center. And I appreciate you all doing yoga with me today. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn off our music so we can chat again. Thank you.
I need to do that every day.
I,
Because I sit on my house on my RV, I'll stop.
well, and I don't do this very